That's not too bad. Right, see if this works. So, one, two, three. Oh, okay, that's not too bad. 8 seconds. Switch the channel on my TV quickly. I'll start this in a second, but I'm starting at the beginning again, so I need to do this one. Cool. And I don't know what clear hints mean. We'll put them on, and we'll put clear music on, just to make it a little easier for me. And let's go, because I'm crap when it comes to this game.
A city on the verge of greatness. A new type of city, based not on the man, but on the automobile. The car. A symbol of freedom and vitality. Where every man can own his own home, and have room to breathe and not be overlooked by his neighbors. A city where a man's home is his castle. A quarter acre of the dream made possible by victory. A city of opportunists. A city of dreams, where Hollywood will shape the thoughts and desires of the entire planet. A city of pioneers. A city of dreamers. A city of undercurrents, where not everything is as it seems. A 20th century city that will become a model for the world. A city that has no boundaries, that will stretch as far as the eye can see. In the Marine Corps, you deal with the chain of command. Mistakes get made, but you deal with them. You know what you're fighting for and that you're on the same team. But dealing with corruption is like chasing shadows. You never know whether the guy you're talking to is on the pad, or whether it's your partner, or maybe even the watch commander. So who do you trust, Cole? I made up my mind a long time ago.
KGBL calling caller 14 Adam. 14 Adam, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
14 Adam, see the detective at ambulance shooting at 6th and Industrial Street. Unit 16 William requests uniformed assistance for an evidence search. 14 Adam, code 2.
Roger, 14 Adam en route.
Here we go again. They don't request uniforms for an evidence search unless there's some kind of catch.
Ever the optimist.
From the beam of sunshine himself.
Floyd Rose, homicide. You might back up?
Yes, sir. Phelps and Dunn, Wilshire Division.
We had a shooting took place down this alleyway. We have the Vic, Scooter Payton, a Negro male bagged up and on his way to Central Morgue. Witness says a tall white guy, our shooter, put 2 in the Vic's head and then threw his piece. I need you guys to try and recover the gat.
You want us to look anywhere in particular?
Give it your best shot, guys. The dead guy's a lowlife. I'm not expecting any miracles here.
And if we recover the weapon?
Bag it and return it to technical services.
You hurried up, Floyd. We
I'm
got
outta
places
here.
to be.
Happy hunting.
This is a fist hump. Just going through the motions.
You're probably right. Let's just get it over and done.
All right, have it your way. We'll search right up to the back wall. If you still don't come up with anything, come find me and we'll talk it out. 2 heads are always better than 1. Look at this junk.
Dr. Fontaine, could I have a word?
Of course, young man.
I really enjoyed your lecture, Doctor. Psychiatry seems to have a tremendous amount to offer.
Why, thank you. I'm always happy to receive acknowledgement for my work. The mind is the last great mystery in medicine. Are you thinking of specializing, Mr.
Sheldon, or Courtney Sheldon. I'm only in 2nd year, Doctor. They fast-tracked me a year because of my experience during the war.
Ah.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Battle fatigue and collapse under duress. Can it be helped?
I would say yes, given the right set of circumstances. Trauma forces the mind to close down, retreat in on itself. We try to find ways to unlock the mind again through a combination of therapy and drug treatment. Hypnosis and therapy are powerful tools in the right hands, Sheldon.
I've been to visit some of the guys at the VA hospital. A good friend of mine, he's so far away. It's like he's wandering
You
around.
went through a lot together.
Yes, Doctor.
Give me his details and I'll make a prognosis. I have a number of clinics in Los Angeles, Courtney Sheldon. And your penance, for your friend's help, is to come and work at one of them in your spare time, with what little spare time a medical student has. Is that a deal?
Is it ever? I can't thank you enough.
I'm not promising a cure, Courtney. I want you to remember that. Every physician has patients that he cannot hope to cure, for whom he can only smooth the path to death.
It's not my job to pick through other people's trash.
Incidental.
What have you got, Phelps? Anything? Jesus. Cole, come take a look at this.
I don't think so.
I tell you, I'm jinxed. I always get landed with this crap.
Seems irrelevant.
We're never gonna find it. It's a waste of time.
What now?
Have a good look around. It could be anywhere.
Shooter put him up against the wall and blew his brains out.
Hell of a way to go.
Doesn't really matter how you go once you're gone.
Don't get all deep on me, Phelps.
Ralph, there's something on the rooftop.
How the hell did you see that?
A reflection in the window. Looks like it might be our weapon. I'm gonna see if I can find a way up there.
All right. Don't hurt yourself. The gun's up on the roof, right? So we need to find a way up. What kind of chumps do these homicide guys think we are?
Hello. Hello. It's about a 30-second delay. I still not fixed that yet. So
Smith & Wesson, serial S71893.
How you doing, Cole? Found it yet?
2 rounds fired. And instead of dropping it down a drain, our shooter hoists it up here. Interesting guy. We should follow up on this now, before the perp tries to leave town.
We have the gun, Cole. Let's...
Okay, give me a second then. I'll try to sort that out. I have to change my headset. I am speaking a bit quiet though, so that could be
Take it back to Central. We could get a commendation.
Could show some initiative, Ralph, and see if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun.
Seems loud.
You know a local gun store?
Sure. There's a place a couple of blocks from
Yeah,
here.
I think it's because I had the game on louder than my mic. Because the game's a story type of game, so I thought you'd want to hear
Are
that
you
more
sure
than
about this? It's not really our gig.
No harm in doing some digging. The suits didn't seem to give much of a damn.
Such a little Boy Scout, Cole. You can't wait to get out of that uniform, can you?
You'd rather round up drunks and help old ladies across the road?
I'd rather get through the day without the captain's foot up my ass.
Just let me know if there's any.
It'll be
better, if
fine,
not, I'll
Ralph.
change my,
You worry too much.
headset. Of course, you can't hear me if you think. Just let me know if you think. Hold one,
You can drive.
2, 5, and go. Could be my headset. If it's my headset, then I'll change it. Yeah. And then you can hear buzzing a bit, but not much when you speak. Oh, okay. This one might be better because it's got the microphones closer
we
to the
got
mic.
things to do.
Shut up. If it's not, then I'll have to turn it up
Officers
again.
Phelps and
Just
Dunn.
let me know though.
Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson.
Actually, I
Model
can unmute my
27,
headset,
registered
give me a second.
Magnum.
Chambered for
Oh, wow, you can-
357, nickel-plated with pearl grips. Same gun used by General Patton.
Seems like it's a lot louder from when
You're
I can
not
hear it on,
suggesting
my,
he's the
my
owner?
little,
No,
thing, but
I'm not.
because
You
that's
seem to know a
mine.
lot about
I don't
the
know if it's
weapon.
fine for
I
you.
ought to. I sold it. You know, this piece will stop a rhino. These babies are only available special order. Here's
Oh,
my
cool.
Smith & Wesson
That's
order
good.
book.
Yeah, it's just this headset's a
Mind
bit
if I
closer
take a
to my
look?
mic.
Be my guest.
Well, my mic is closer to my
It's
mouth,
about
sorry.
something bad,
so
right?
it's probably hear me better that way. The other one, as much as it's better for hearing
Model
things.
27
it's,
with pearl grips, Cole. You see it on there?
7. There we go.
We're in luck.
I know
Harold
in
Schroeder,
September
203 South Glass Street.
I pre-ordered
gun
a
in
game. I
February
pre-ordered the new
46.
Life is Strange, the third one that's coming
Thanks,
up.
you've been a big help.
Anytime.
I'm not sure if we can stream it all
Always
the
happy
time
to help
because I'll
out
be
the
back in uni
LAPD.
then. But I should be able to stream it a couple of times. But I'm trying to sort out
Do
my
we call
stream
it in?
so I can
Let's see if he's at home. Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
so I can
Okay.
actually what do you call it?
In for a penny, in for a pound.
There's no
Either way,
delay,
you're
so you
gonna
can
do
help me decide on the actions and like options you want me to have.
Well, that wasn't so hard, was it? Just because we're in uniform doesn't mean we can't use our initiative.
I guess so. Seems a little too good to be true. One-of-a-kind murder weapon bought locally using a real name? If Schroeder's our shooter, he's no criminal mastermind.
Most of them aren't. That's why they get caught. And 2 out of every 3 crimes are done on impulse.
Another fact from the Phelps Encyclopedia of Thin Air. You really are full of it.
So yeah, I have played this game before, so I do know a bit about the story and stuff, and hence why I know there's a bit of nudity in this game, on some of the cases. I'm sure it's fine because I watched a streamer do it before, and he didn't get any TOS warnings.
Schroeder, Apartment 2.
If it isn't, then I don't know what's going to happen, to be fair. I'll get like a temporary ban, I'd assume. I'm not sure. I couldn't see any options to take it out of the game.
What do you guys want?
I'm not going to skip any of the scenes. I've seen them all before.
You're the owner of a
because I
Smith &
watched
Wesson
watched
Model
gameplay and I
27,
played the game
nickel-plated with
on
pearl grips?
360.
I might be. What of it?
Then you'll be surprised to know
Playing
that Scooter
anyway.
Payton was murdered tonight.
Yeah, I think that's
Your
the
guns.
thing that might
You're
work.
out of your mind. Scooter, he works for me. I have that gun here in my drawer.
As I said, I'm not sure.
What the fuck
I've
is-
checked in the options. I'll check again now quickly just in case. Because I know there's not some for good like 3 or 4 cases. But just double check the display. No, I could turn it to black or white if I wanted to.
What's going on
nothing.
here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this. You ready, tough guy? Huh?
Ralph, you all right?
I mean,
I'm fine.
they're not
I
nudes
hardly
as in
felt
like live nudes. They're
He's
like
lucky he
dead.
caught me
They're
off guard.
like it's part of the case. I think it is where
Keep an eye on him, Ralph. I'm gonna take a look around.
one of the killers has like a thing of wanting to like how they leave their mark is by stripping the
names
victim
in a series of
and
numbers?
like, using their lipstick on
Floyd
them to,
Rose's
like, a
name is in
message
this
to the
book.
cops. I think if I remember correctly.
Phelps, we can come out of this all bright and shiny with
So
a
that's
commendation.
why I think it
Or
is.
stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest.
Yeah, well, that's
Call
what
it
I'm
in, partner.
assuming. Like, I'm pretty
Leave
sure
the
they
book where you
did a
found
new
it.
thing in their terms of service, like the new rule, or something you need,
Officer
where I
Phelps,
could be wrong,
that's 1247.
but where if the game doesn't allow you to turn off the nudity, it's okay. But if like Cyberpunk, for instance, where you can turn nudity off, or you can censor nudity on Cyberpunk. If you were to stream that without it censored, then I feel like you'd get TOS warning.
You dumb fucking sons of bitches.
It's
Get in
because,
this line
like,
now before I
if
lose my
a
temper.
kid
Excuse me,
comes onto the
Sergeant, but-
stream,
Excuse me. Fuck you. You say another word
it
and I'll
makes
break
them
your fucking head
want
and have
to,
you in the brig.
well,
Some
it
of us are
does,
here
it's
for- I know
like
why
to
you're
stop
here,
kids from
asswipe.
seeing nude
I'm
stuff,
having a
because
bad day, Private. Some
technically you've
people
got to be
don't seem to
18
want to get on
plus,
this
well,
bus.
16
He
realistically.
didn't ask for your help.
thing
Can you
for
believe this
UK,
guy? Who
but
are you two?
realistically,
Abbott
usually goes to
Costello?
18.
Here for OCS, Sergeant.
Oh, it's the
I
three
do have
fucking
it towards.
stooges and
I
you're
do
here
have
for
my
OCS.
Twitch.
God help this fucking country.
Oh, you meant for
and the
Cyberpunk?
USMC.
The
Oh,
Japanese
I
will do
guess
the
it's
world a
because
favor and kill
of
you
how
quick.
many people have
All
got
three of you are on
banned
report. What are
from
your
Twitch and stuff
fucking
due to
names?
games
Phelps,
not allowing
Kelso, Merrill.
censorship or a
Any other
nudity
gentlemen
option,
for OCS?
but they've
OCS
included nudity into the game.
is at
It's
Elliott.
like,
You take the Camp
could
Elliott bus
you want
over
people to
there.
play
This
the game,
bus is
so you
for
gotta expect them
NCRD.
to
This
stream
bus
it.
is for men who want
So
to
they
fight.
fixed it. So they basically did a win-win. So like, if you want to keep the boundaries of will you get banned or not, then you can have nudity on. Or if you don't stream, so like when I first played Cyberpunk, I did it with censorship off. So I did it all like any nude parts in the game. I just had it.
But you weren't interested.
Because
You were
I
here to
didn't see
fight
the
the
point
good
in having
fight.
it off.
Solve
But if I were to
cases,
stream
right
the game,
wrongs.
I would turn it
Forces
off
like politics.
because
There's
I don't
no
want to get
sitting on
banned.
the fence. You have to choose
Because I'm
sides.
pretty sure you would get banned for
A
it.
brown paper envelope or a Greyhound ticket to Palookaville. It could only ever end one way.
I don't know how delayed it is. I think it's only a good 10 seconds now. Or 15 maybe. It's not a massive delay. It might be bigger for you
Take that.
depending on your
It's only a
internet.
couple blocks from here.
14 Adam calling KGPL. We'll handle the
My
211.
stream works off of my internet. It gets a little delay to
Roger, KGPL.
just stream it straight from the Xbox. If I were to do if I were to do what I did before, where I streamed it straight onto my laptop and stuff, I would do it, but I don't have enough. My laptop doesn't have enough power to be able to stream it onto my laptop and then straight to Twitch, so I've stopped that.
Your fucking weapons on the ground now. Try for the front door. Keep your goddamn head down. Use the cover, Phelps. We don't know how many are in there. Take it slow. Backup will be here soon.
Yeah, oh, how do I get a cover? There we go. I would never be able to do EID or fast or anything,
LAPD,
just because
put down your
I'm a fat
weapons.
fuck,
The
but
bank is
hopefully, though,
surrounded.
you can-
I'm offering you a chance.
as you're saying. Bad that you've lost
Kill a
tolerance
cop,
to your
and it's
food,
the
though.
electric chair.
I know. Never mind.
Your move. Put the weapon down now. That's it? We got them all? I think we got them, Cole. Should be all clear.
So I think these are just
Lieutenant
giving you
Hopkins
like
says
a
anytime you reach for the
introduction to
shotguns,
the
you're
game, and
either
I have
gonna end
forgotten
up
about
dead
these
or
ones, to
wearing
be fair.
citation. So I guess
It's okay, Ralph.
Revising tomorrow.
You did well.
Yeah, well, I should be revising, but
Glad you had
because
my
I got an
back.
exam next Wednesday.
And couldn't ask for a better partner.
But I thought I'm not going to be revising anyway, so I might as well just try to do something. And I bought this Noir yesterday, so I was like, I might as well stream it to see. I got tutorial. Oh yeah. No, this is a
Kind of
tutorial. Sorry, yeah.
Comes along once in a lifetime.
It's like the first time where you
I have to
interrogate
grasp
people.
it.
You have to survive
gives you
at
the
first,
answers,
Cole.
really.
Here are the veterans. The Japs love to shoot officers.
If I can make a name for myself in this war, My future.
Thinking of taking on a
It's
company
only,
of the
I think
Emperor's
this
finest
is this
single-handed?
section up until you get promoted.
You don't seem the
is,
Sergeant York
the
type
end
to
of the
me.
When I
tutorial.
need your opinion, Kelso, I'll ask for it.
They talk about officers like you in boot camp, Cole. They call it the Custer syndrome. Guys who go around dreaming of fame and glory and getting all of their men killed in the process.
Our duty is to lead, Kelso.
And their duty is to die for your wonderful future?
Cole Phelps and Jack Kelso.
I do have,
some
because
people,
I'm going to
it's
try
as
to
simple as
100% of all the
Two guys who
questionnaires,
should have been friends.
interrogations and stuff. I
Their
do have on my
personalities
phone
got in the way.
a guide on how
Phelps,
to
good
answer them.
guy, wound way too tight.
Because I thought it'd be better to try to get for the best ending and
A quiet man who could never walk away from a fight.
just because
Well, it's a shame
I like to
you
go
don't
for the
like
best
to talk
ending.
about it, Cole.
When I first did it, I got
Friends who want to stay
mediocre
friends don't
ending.
discuss religion or politics. And in my case, you can add the war to that.
I know that bum. Wendell Bowers. I put him away before. He jumped parole. Get after him, Phelps. I'll head him off in the car.
Wendell Bowers! Stop! LAPD!
You can go screw yourselves.
Why, you! He's hiding in the alley!
Third one, perhaps.
Bowers! Hold it right there!
Fair.
Stop now or I will shoot!
I won't tell you again, Wendell.
Jesus, Dunn! Watch your fire!
Don't want to do this, Wendell.
Get
down from there right now.
I left some food.
Give it up, Wendell!
Yeah, it's probably the best idea to not like thing until it can get like a liking
Stay
to you. It's
the
probably
hell
the best
away from
idea to get,
You
like
gotta
put
be
it like an
kidding.
inch
You
or two, a couple
fucking
of
asked
inches
for
away
it.
from it, so you don't end up actually getting hit by it.
There's no way I'm going back inside. I've done my time.
It's over, Bowers!
You assholes already screwed me once.
Oh fuck! Scratch my head.
Give it up, Bowers! There's nowhere left to go!
Looks like we've got the place to ourselves.
How you doing, Wendell? Your parole officer's feeling lonely. He's got a hole in his life for an asshole like you. You can make it up to him in 10 years' time. Watch your head. This hump will be back in the Iron Hotel by tomorrow night. Nice work, Cole. You run track in high school?
Part of the tradition of the Marine Corps and being an officer in the Marine Corps is the ability to make tough decisions. The right decision is not always the popular one. The right decision will get the men you care about killed. These ratings and your ability to give them frankly and truthfully directly affect your chances of successfully becoming a Marine officer. Candidate Phelps, you have the floor. Esprit de Corps, Merrill, 10. Franklin, 8. Weiss, 8. Donahoe, 6. Kowalski, 6. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 2. Leadership, Donahoe, 8. Franklin, 7. Merrill, 6. Kowalski, 6. Weiss, 5. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 1. Candidate Kelso.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I joined the Marine Corps to fight the enemy, not get involved in this schoolboy chicken shit.
Office now.
For every cop, there's the case that makes you.
See, I wouldn't
Leg up
trust that kind of
gets you
animal if you have to
recognized as a
have
shining new
an
star in
extra
the
day
squad.
thing.
The case that you solved that shows that you have the gumption, the gun
That's fine, as long as I
the
don't
get
see
up and
pictures
go
of
to make you
weird
stand out from your average rank and file
Pretty
patrol.
shit though when it comes to trying to know what about
This could be the one,
what
Cole.
it is. Leon Noir, is that you? Yeah, let's go with that. One who's in the back thing, yeah, that is my character, yeah.
Has anyone called an ambulance?
He did go before.
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make
This
it
is
quick,
the first
people.
one with all the interrogations now.
Hey,
if I remember
Cole.
correctly.
You got here quick. My beat crosses 7th Street. Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
Broad daylight, a crowded street. Now I've seen everything.
Everybody stay back. Let us do our job.
C. Galetta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
No, that's what I was looking at.
Shell casings. These look like 32s.
No. The guy who said that was Calso, and he's not the thing. The guy who was reading out the names, that's my character. I'm Phelps. My character's Phelps. Calso is the one thing. Calso is I think he becomes
Brown.
mates with him.
Serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
Sounds like fun. You got some
All right. Yes.
foreign stuff being played.
This guy in the crowd thinks he saw something, Cole. You better take a statement.
Sir, I'm Officer Phelps. What exactly did you see?
I heard the shots. I thought it was a car backfiring. I saw a girl run into the shoe store.
Don't you people have anything better to do? Speak to the witness before homicide arrives, Phelps. If you think she's lying, don't be afraid to get forceful. Verbally, of course. And don't accuse her of anything without proof. Lawyers love that shit. And if you're sure she's straight up, try the general approach. See what you can coax out of her.
Can I...
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting.
The first one.
Did you know the victim?
He was my boss. Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
Okay. Eyewitnesses account. Details are entered on the left. Questions are listed on the right. And use weapon.
Do you think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
Bro, I can't be
I look
racist
around the
on
shops
here,
at
I would
lunch.
be, roasting the cartoon.
I was in a store.
What
when
cartoon?
Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
If you think the witness is lying and you have proof, choose accuse. To accuse a witness, you will need to present evidence. Give me a second. There we go. Sorry for that. I'm back now. Yeah, this is the tutorial, so if it tells me to accuse her, I have to accuse
You're
her.
lying, Miss Galetta. You
But
know
the
what
problem
happened
with
and
this, the
why.
tutorial doesn't tell you
You're
how
going
you
to
should
tell
accuse her.
me.
There's nothing to
and
tell.
like which proof I have.
I've done nothing
So
wrong.
I gotta. That's why I've got my.
How can you
tutorial
prove
up,
different?
My little walkthrough on my phone. So I have to show her the voucher.
Your pearl earrings, Miss Galetta. You've been paying for them for a whole year. Stop lying. And tell me what happened at the jewelry store.
Oh, God. I won't lose the earrings, will I?
You could lose your freedom, you little fool, if you don't stop obstructing a murder investigation.
Mr. Kalu. Edgar Kalu. He runs the jewelry store.
Yeah, exactly.
He showed me a lovely
So the
watch.
difference between them all is, when I played
Gage
the game
burst
originally,
in.
it was
Mr. Kalu gets
truth,
very
doubt,
angry
or lie.
with Mr. Gage.
Y
They
was
start
Y, Y
yelling
was
at each
lie.
other.
So, which is accused
Mr.
now.
Gage
They
tells
changed
me
it
that
because
all of the things in the store are junk.
oh, it became a massive
Nickel-plated, made in Japan.
So
and yells at
when
me
I
to
when
get
I say
back
they're
to
lying,
work.
I've got to find out proof
what
to
happened?
why I know
We
they're
get back
lying.
here,
Bad cop
and
is
I hear a
doubt,
loud
so I
bang.
doubt their story, but I have no proof to
Mr.
back
Gage
it up.
clutches
So I
at
gotta
his
be a
back.
bad cop and try to
I
force
hear
it out of
another
them.
bang.
And then
And
truth,
another,
then
and
what is
another.
what good cop is, and basically try to be nice
Mr.
to
Gage
them, as
falls to his
the other
knees,
officer said. Try to
and
like
it's very
be nice to them
painful.
and coax it out of them.
Which jewelry store?
Hartfield's. Broadway between 5th and 6th.
Did you see the person who shot Mr. Gage?
Of course I did. Mr. Kalu looked very angry. He kept firing the gun. He kept pulling the trigger. He threw the gun in a bin and turned and walked away.
Yeah, the meme was amazing. Yeah, press X to doubt that stuff. Yeah, it was a pretty good. I find it hilarious.
Are you angry, Miss Galetta? Is that what you want? Tell me why Mr. Kalu shot Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage hates Jews. A lot of people do. It's not my fault if he has nice things.
How many shots did you hear, Miss Galetta?
It's difficult to remember. It sounded like there were so many, and they were so loud.
If you think the witness is sincere, choose good cop. I think that's also a reason why they changed it though as well, because truth, doubt, and lie doesn't really make sense. Good cop, bad cop, and accuse means
Need you to concentrate,
accuse mean,
Miss
as I said,
Galetta.
accusing you
Even
of lying.
minor
Bad
details
cop,
can become important later
exactly
on.
what I said about before, because you don't actually believe them, but you have
Well,
nothing
there was
to
one
accuse them
bang,
of.
and then
Good
another.
cop, then you can't really see
and
that
then
they're telling the truth.
three
You're
very
just gonna try to
quickly,
coax them
close
more of the
together.
truth out.
5.
Thank you for your help, ma'am. You've been very brave. We'll need you to make a formal statement.
Yeah, this is the
about
remastered edition because it originally
that mean
came
I
out on
can still
PS3,
collect my-
Xbox One,
my-
Xbox 360, and
Never
PC,
mind.
like older generation PC.
Yes,
They
officer,
remastered
I'll
it. They
make a
did.
statement.
I think it does say which game I'm playing. Actually, like, it does say it's the remastered, right? I can't really see, to be fair.
We have the murder weapon.
And the murderer. The girl saw it all. Our killer works at a jewelry store called Hartfield's.
That's a couple of blocks from here.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
I want to go to the weapon first, so.
Can you drive to this one?
Eagleson's gun stop. First destination. The good thing about letting them drive as well is it skips it, so it does like a time skip and it travels me straight away there. And that's what I like to do because it saves me driving. So there's no actual waypoint marker like GPS on this game, so you don't actually have anything that can.
Officers, what can I do you for?
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir, Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure. What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner.
Yeah. Kalu. Edgar Kalu was his name. Thing looked like it'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
You know where we can find Mr. Kalu?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield's jewelry store just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help.
There we go. Well, it's just a simple goal there, but it gives
You're
you an
behind the
extra clue to when you to Edgar.
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Kalu, get back here!
I try not to shoot because shooting impacts the how he talks to you. It also impacts your end game if you run close enough.
Too late, Kalu!
Tackle.
He won't. Edgar Kalu, you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
The case that makes you, and the case that breaks you. The one you never solve, the one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who knocked down Malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, Boyle, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time, and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that. You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Excuse me, sorry for
Gage
that.
was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
We know all about the argument. Miss Goleta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony's gonna stand up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy butt snatcher? You and that stup Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that.
Your mum's mate is stupid. She lives in England and she's registered to our
Edgar Kalu.
GP.
I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage.
What?
I respect your
What a
beliefs.
mom? Why?
and your
She
right
lives
to
in
I hope for your
England, you
sake.
said. Yeah,
You're
it is in
commute
England.
to
What a mom.
murder in
Why
the
didn't she just go for
second
a person, like closest
May God have
GP,
mercy on
like
you,
doctors, right? Yeah, I agree with you. Your mum's mate is stupid.
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps. It is just, Officer Phelps. Isn't it, lad?
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent.
I can just imagine it though. She needs to go to a
Back to your
GP for
duties
some
for now, Boyle.
illness, and she has
But
to
here's a
travel
piece
all
of
the way down to
advice.
fucking Swansea just
Get
to do
yourself
that.
2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing them.
Cool. There's that quest done, I think. The actions have earned you a promotion. Prepare for reassignment. Apparently they're not good, even though every doctor is good. Like, how can you say that? I mean, some of them cannot be good. Some of them can be just hoaxes and like idiots who just try to be good doctors, and they try to be and they're idiots when it comes to that sort of stuff. However, it's better to get your closer GP than get a GP all the way down in fucking Swansea. And as you said, pretty much all, if not all doctors are.
Here's your new desk, kid.
Smart.
You're on traffic. The hot
They
sheet
know
is
what they're
posted
talking
here,
about, 'cause
next
they
to the
don't
map.
really get the job if
What's
they
his
don't know what they're
problem?
talking about, right?
That's Biggs. He's an institution.
So this is what all the fuss is about. Why couldn't they build a freeway that goes past my place?
They haven't even approved the money yet, kid. The bond issue won't be till December. It'll be years before any of this will happen. Here's your new partner, Stefan Burkowski.
I've heard all about you, Phelps. You go easy on me and let me earn the odd citation, and maybe we'll get
Oh
along.
yeah, they'll treat you
I'm
the
here to learn,
same.
detective.
They don't care if
Oh,
you're from
he's an
right
intense
next
one,
to
isn't
them,
he,
you've known
Mel?
them for years,
Who's
or if you
intense?
think
The newly minted detective here, Cole
sort of,
Phelps.
they still
Hi,
treat you
Phelps.
like you're
I'll be keeping an eye on
a
you.
patient. They're not going to treat you any other way.
reflected
Their
glory.
diagnosis
Exchange
might
for
be
busting
slightly
hookers and
different
dope
depending on
fiends.
the doctor because they have different opinions on
that?
their
Roy
diagnosis. But
Earl,
that's why you
chief
get like
detective and
multiple.
advice.
Do they all dress
Like
like
if
movie
they're
stars?
one's just certain,
Roy
they
is
ask
a
a
movie
different
star.
doctor.
And the whole of the seedy side of LA is his audience.
Like I said, it's like 99.9% chance that you get the
Stick
right.
with me, kid.
You get given the
find
right
out.
treatment. Like that 0.1, or 0.1% chance that you don't.
And now some housekeeping. Warm Central Division welcome for Detective Cole Phelps. Some of you guys may know Phelps. He's the cop who broke the jewelry store murder. Stand up and take a bow.
Oh yeah,
Phelps.
in America,
If it's
yeah,
all right with
you
you,
have to
that's
pay
an
for it
order,
all.
Phelps.
So yeah, that's where it's worse in America.
Phelps is one of only 2 serving LAPD officers who received the Silver Star during the war. Really gave it to those lousy Japanese, eh, Phelps?
I did my best, Captain.
Why are you war heroes always so modest? I've partnered Phelps with everybody's favorite Pole, Stefan Burkowski.
Hope you like work, kid. Bukowski sure as hell doesn't.
Well, that's why we have partners, right?
Okay, can it, guys. Stick with Bukowski. He's a good cop. He knows traffic inside and out. I'm going to start you out with 1 case. You do okay, I'll give you a couple more. You screw up, you'll be rousting vagrants and running license plates. Now get down to the PE Freight Depot, 6th and Alameda. A patrolman called in a suspicious vehicle. Signs of foul play. See what you can find out.
Come on, Phelps.
Investigate PE Freight Depot.
I said, if you're a producer, then I'm Lana Turner, Jack.
They really pushed you through.
Oh
quick,
yeah,
didn't they?
yeah.
6 years on patrol.
Because
before
they're
I
only
got
looking for a
this desk.
paycheck
We were here
up
in
in
5 minutes.
America. That's the
What do you
worst
want me to
part.
say? I didn't ask for any favors.
They got, yeah. That's
Groove with your song and dance right now.
Yeah, I'm only looking for a paycheck.
That's the guy from the papers. Solved that big case.
You know this place?
Sure. Near the old gasworks and signal depot in the warehouse district. I'll direct. So, tell me a little about yourself, Phelps.
Are we friends now, Bukowski?
We have to work together. Don't be so touchy.
I grew up in San Francisco. My father was in shipping. I went to college at Stanford, did 2 years ROTC before Marine OCS at Camp Elliott. Shipped out in early '45 as a first lieutenant and fought in the Okinawa campaign. I was wounded, shipped back home, did a year on the beat. Now I'm here.
So you won the Silver Star.
I don't want to talk about it.
Now let me get this straight. You single-handedly killed 40 Japs on this hill in Okinawa.
No.
You were up there all night, draped in the flag, knife between your teeth, gun at the ready.
Finished?
The Emperor Hirohito himself leading the charge against you.
I did my part, Bukowski. What did you do?
I kept the streets of L.A. safe for the people.
Yeah. Now I get it. Unfit for service.
No, fuck you, Phelps. I earned a bravery citation during the Zuda riots.
Sounds like you had it rough.
I did my job.
No one is saying you didn't.
I did 6 years as a patrolman.
That's the third time you've told me.
Playing for about, how long have we played? Now 52 minutes since stream started.
That you, Bukowski? Go on through. Parking lot straight ahead.
I need to get back to work, officer.
The detectives are here now. You repeat to them what you told me.
I did the right thing by calling this in. I'm just a working student.
Just give them your story and you'll be all right.
If you like these types of games, I can always play Mafia 3. I've got Mafia 3.
If you don't know what to do next, just come talk to me.
With all DLC, so
we'll see what we can figure.
It's been a while since I've done it, though.
Thanks, Stefan.
Now it's got a little bit of choices in it as well. I've completed it before, but I don't mind replaying it if you really want to.
I'm Officer Hart.
Phelps, traffic. What have you got?
Abandoned car, probably stolen. The solid citizen is Nate Wilkie. He called it in.
What gives with the corner?
There's blood all over the interior. Someone's copped a full Broderick, but no stiff as yet.
We have an owner for the car?
The car is registered to an Adrian Black, just north of Bunker Hill.
All right. We'll take a look around.
I'll keep Mr. Wilkie talking, but don't make him wait too long. He's the restless type.
I better get back to work, sir.
Circumstantial. Mr. F. Morgan picked up a live pig yesterday?
Find an inspector clue as an LAPD detective or investigator. Got an achievement if you want anything.
Victim looks to have lost a lot of blood. "32 years old, married. Sounds like an average guy. What was he doing out here?" Happier times, I guess.
Just one creepy ass smile.
Stenzel glasses. Home repaired by the look of it.
Just give me a second.
Doc?
Detective
Phelps. What have we got?
A lot of blood for a blunt force injury. Victim must be in a very bad way.
Any sign of the guy?
Not unless he's in the trunk of the car.
Evidence marker C. I didn't see it. Ah. I hate myself, don't worry. No, A actually. Oh, C.
The brand name might give us something to go on.
It's the heat. And so, let's go talk to Mr. Wilkie then.
Sir, I'm Detective Phelps.
Name's Nate Wilkie.
You found the vehicle?
Sure. Saw it just sitting there. Strange place to be parking your car. Figured I'd better take a look. And then I saw all the blood. So I called the police.
Purpose at C.
Mind if I ask what you were doing out here?
Well, I work for the railway. I was on my way out to the switch and reckoned I'd take a shortcut.
I want to do good cop.
Did you see anybody else in the yard? Maybe somebody hanging around the car?
Phew, rest me.
I hadn't seen a soul all day till you boys turned up.
Do you know Adrian Black, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. That ain't a name I'm familiar with.
You ever seen the car before?
Funny enough, I did. A couple of nights ago, it was over there in the parking lot. I know most of the cars are parked here regularly, so it kind of stood out.
The wallet by the car. Was there anything in it when you arrived?
You accusing me of something, mister?
Do you want the patrolman to hold you down while we turn out your pockets, Mr. Wilkie?
Maybe I checked inside that wallet. Not that I was gonna steal anything. Maybe I took a look. But there weren't no money in there. Not even change.
We found a steel pipe with blood on it near the car. Do you know anything about it, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. I went straight for the law when I saw the car was full of blood.
When you saw the blood, was it wet, bright red, or darker like it is now?
Darker, I'd say. Looked dry already.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Wilkie. We'll contact your employer if we need anything more from you.
If you have to, I guess. I can't really spend no more time over this.
Somebody's got to inform the wife, Phelps. If you're done here, we'll head over there now.
Location. Made a little bit quicker. Hold Y, we're next to a vehicle to partner drive. Cool. I've done that anyway because I don't like driving.
You're behind the wheel.
Glad it told me now though.
Let's go introduce ourselves. You talk to her, Phelps. I'm no good at this shoulder to cry on stuff.
Just a minute.
LAPD, Mrs. Black. May we come in? We have some bad news, and we'd rather discuss this in private.
I'm Margaret Black. We can discuss this in the living room. Please come in.
Your husband drives a blue Lincoln, Mrs. Black?
That's correct.
The car has been found abandoned, and I'm afraid there are signs of foul play.
I knew something was wrong when he didn't come home.
We believe your husband may be injured. We found a pipe on the scene with blood on it.
Oh, no! My poor Adrian!
Does the name Insta-Heat mean anything to you, ma'am?
Yes, it does. We've just had a new water heater installed.
Whereabouts, Mrs. Black?
just outside the kitchen window, at the side of the house.
I'd like you to try and stay calm and remember everything that you can about last night. My partner and I are going to take a look around. When you're ready, we're going to have some more questions for you. Is that okay?
Of course, officer. Anything to help secure my husband's safety.
Well, let's check the place out. Come on. Have a good look around. There's got to be something in here to go on.
Lie down, make yourself comfortable. So, you're a friend of Courtney's?
Yes, Doctor.
He seems very concerned about you.
I have these visions, these blinding visions. I can't get them out of my head. My skull, it feels like it's in a vice.
I'm going to give you something to calm your nerves. I want to take you on a journey back. I want you to remember the good things about your past, the occasions that made you laugh, times that made you smile.
Kavanaugh's. So who brought this home? Maybe Adrian was a patron. R and I should have an address. This was only recently installed, not 2 days ago.
Maybe it's time we took a look around outside.
This must be Adrian's.
Something a Peter would say. Yeah. You got a point there. No, I think.
So the glasses are a match.
I actually can't remember what happened with that story, with the story of Courtney Sheldon and the Doctor. I know it's what to call it. It's pretty bad. It's a pretty bad story.
To my Adrian.
I could be wrong.
This thing gets more and more interesting. A used ticket to Seattle and a suitcase gone missing. Someone couldn't wait to get out of this house.
I've got a walkthrough on to do, so that's why I know what I'm doing.
No use leaving the thing half finished. That can't be right. So the pipe missing from Mr. Black's heater is the same one that killed him. Huh. Seems like the assailant is a little closer to home.
Achievement unlocked. The plot thickens. Find and solve an inspection, please. puzzle. Okay, so I've got the. Let's check my. I want to check my clues quickly, just in case I've missed something out. These are all found on the scene at matchbook. Yep. Insta heat receipt. Yep. And the fly. Yep. Glasses case. Yep. Concealed message. Yep. Train ticket. Yep. And the water heater. Cool. Yep. Got everything. I can do the. I can now talk to the wife. I got a phone in here as well. Actually, I should use the phone to get the next location.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Kavanaugh's bar.
Certainly, Detective. One moment. Kavanaugh's Bar, corner of Aliso and Hewitt, south side of Union Station.
Thanks for your help.
There we go. Now we got that as well. So that's going to be my next location to go to. There you go.
I'm all right now, detectives.
Okay, let's do the interview with Mr. I'll go back. Right.
We found a receipt in the trunk of your husband's car for a live pig. This receipt was made out to an F. Morgan.
A pig? Adrian runs a tool business. That would be Frank Morgan. God knows what he's up to.
He's a good guy.
What makes you say that about Morgan, ma'am?
He's the foreman at my husband's plant. A very shady character. I've told Adrian he needs to keep his distance from the staff. They're always out drinking together.
Your husband frequents Kavanaugh's bar?
How did you know that? Adrian practically lives there after work.
So Adrian spends a lot of time there?
Up until recently, he's been away in Seattle a lot on business.
Did your husband tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was he was going to meet Frank for a drink.
Good call.
So nothing out of the usual then?
Well, he came home early from work. He never comes home early. And he went out early, too. He normally never leaves for the bar till about 7.
Was your husband wearing his glasses when he left here yesterday?
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
Go on.
I kept telling him to throw those old ones away. He tried to repair them with tape. They looked terrible.
Tell us about the photo of Adrian in the bedroom.
What is there to tell? It's from his most recent business trip to Seattle.
Trying to accuse her.
There's plenty to tell. You just won't tell it. You're lying about the photograph, Mrs. Black.
You're incredibly rude and insensitive. But I guess you know that. I've told you what I know about the picture.
And concealed message. Right?
What about Nicole, Mrs. Black? Was your husband going to leave you for her?
Straight dope.
I've seen the photo
Evidence to
frame.
prove as a lie, as an LAPD.
He thinks I'm stupid. But women sense
Whatever.
these things. I don't know if he intended to leave me or if it was just a fling. God only knows. I only want to know that he's safe.
I think you should come clean with us, Mrs. Black. Your husband is missing, and after our search, I'm willing to call the circumstances suspicious. Can you account for your movements last night?
Stop knocking.
You're not accusing me of...
Hey, I'm back now. I got cheese, beans, and chips. Sorry for that. Kind of ran down as quickly as I could. There you go. However, I think I'm gonna actually eat my food, so I might end my stream here. I might be back on in about an hour, but I kind of want to watch some YouTube and shit, so I'm gonna end the stream, and I'll be probably back on there, right?